community-based network, and yes, I do want to talk about compliance, especially as a technician, since we know that a lot of the community here are first-level technicians, second-level technicians, owners, trying to get a pulse here. All right, so as a technician, why do I care about compliance? There's 3 key points to think about. One is reducing your risk. Reducing your risk as the MSP, reducing your client's risk, and getting overall that risk score a little lower, right? The second thing is operational efficiency. The better we document, the better we do things, the more efficiency we gain along the way. And the third is building client trust. We are the trusted advisors, just like they have their lawyer, their doctor. We are their IT people. So when you think about, as a technician, what does compliance mean to me as the people in the trenches day after day doing the work? And how do I actually operationalize that, reduce those risks, and gain that client trust? Well, you look around the room and you talk to your community members. You go over to Discord, or in my opinion, Slack. Okay, Slack versus Discord?
Slack.
Slack? Thank you. Make note of that, by the way. So you look around those in your Discord. So why do I, as a technician, care about compliance, and how do I go about doing this? Well, you reach out to your peers, you reach out to your community, you join a peer group, you go into the hashtag compliance channel in Slack and have those conversations. Please don't go to Reddit because, well, you know that's a dumpster fire. So as a technician, in order to help our MSP reduce that risk, help our clients gain better trust, and gain efficiency by documenting, sorry, my mouth isn't working, coming together as a community when you're maybe a little afraid to ask, what does Control 1.1 mean? Anybody know what 1.1 is in CIS? Enterprise Asset Management? Yeah. Head on over to any one of the channels inside of MSP Geek. Ask the questions. There's people like myself, like Adam, and so many other people here that have been doing this work before you that are willing and able to help answer those questions in a little bit safer place than Reddit. How many seconds I got left? Oh, I got 3 more minutes to talk about this. Fine. One of the first tangible steps that you can do as a technician within your MSP is to pick a framework. CIS, anybody? HIPAA? FedRAMP? I see 2. So pick a framework. CIS is a really great one because it has a lot of prescriptive things that you can start to do today. Step 1, identify those assets. Step 2, start to document stuff. Step 3, where is the data located? Step by step by step, you can walk through a framework. So you as a technician can literally go to the CIS website, download the Excel document. You don't need a fancy tool to do all of that. And you can read a little bit. If you get stuck, you can come into Slack and have a conversation with all of us here as a community to help you out to understand, how do I do this? Why do I do this? What do I need to do? We're here together as a community to help you reduce that risk, generate a little more revenue, generate a little more trust with your customer, and gain that efficiency. I watched Dave before his day. Does anybody have any questions when it comes to thinking about compliance and maybe adding that into one of the business units within your MSP? Anyone? I know Brian. There you go. Ahead.
Sure. So how do you get your customers to go from checking a box on a cyber insurance questionnaire to wanting to actually achieve that HIPAA or CIS or whatever compliance that they really need?
So for those that didn't hear, the question was, how do we move beyond a checkbox exercise in compliance? And it all boils down to helping them understand the risk conversation. So checkbox compliance isn't just, are you doing a thing, but are you maintaining that thing over time, right? We'll go back to CIS, we'll go back to asset management. ongoing asset management can not only check the box for a particular compliance framework, but as an MSP, and this happened to myself at my MSP, when you look at the billing and how many people bill per seat, I hope every hand goes up, right? One of the things that I discovered was I was billing a customer for 150 seats per month. They didn't tell me that they fired 90% of their staff. I pulled in the asset list and happened to take a look, and there was only 18 devices that I had been billing them for months and never told me. So moving beyond the checkbox exercise of, yep, we've got the data, maybe we look at it, maybe we don't, but if I'm building a program of ongoing stuff, I can identify that area of I am overbilling or underbilling my client per seat, per device, and so on and so forth. So to get beyond the checkbox exercise, making a program that is ongoing and continuous over time. 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds. Anyone else? More questions? All right, Tim Golden, founder of Compliance Scorecard. If you have any compliance-related questions, you can find me in Slack.
Thank you.